So in the previous video, you saw that we did achieve combustion driving rotation, but there was a lot of failures there, which is good actually. Failure teaches you new directions and better directions to go. You can see in the previous video there was intake valve arcing on the solenoid of the intake valve. So what I'm going to do is on the next one we won't have air intake valves on the engine. Instead, we're going to fix the fuel. We're going to have either compressed air or oxygen or oxidizer supply, just like a rocket. It carries its own oxygen. The rotor enclosure was another issue. We've redesigned that. We've got a new 4-piece assembly that's going to lock together with alignment claws. Redesigned the spiders for adjustment and retention of the axle. Those will be simpler, better, more accurate. Now with the fuel, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going back to a previous project that I never made a video of. And this is water electrolysis. Now here's your cathode. There's these little metal strips. These are made out of nickel. And those are like maybe, I don't know, 3 cents each, 10 cents each. This is all very low cost. There's nothing expensive or difficult about this. So that's your cathode. Your anode is simply a graphite rod. Then you've got your buffer tanks. Your buffer tanks clip onto these. And so that is basically your whole assembly right there. Now this goes under the water. So you got your cheap plastic bucket. As the bubbles come up, there's actually water. There will be water in here above the water line, held in place by the seal. You'll actually have the water will basically be like a seal. Now, as the bubbles come up, they'll displace the water back down. There'll be a fuel line in here that will, when it reaches a certain point, it'll pull that gas out, and that'll draw the water back up. And then it just keeps doing that to basically, it'll generate gas and harvest it. Now, storing the gas, we'll probably just use a cheap science balloon at this point. But ultimately, I would like to see if maybe it's possible to get some decent storage in a propane tank. I have to do some research on that. But that is where we're going next.